everybody, and welcome back to Selling Studio. As you know, as it's Monday today, it means that today we continue reading The Snow Queen. Yes, actually, I can't believe that today is the 1st of February. It's like, only yesterday was the new year. How could it be? How could it be possible? Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm lost in time a bit. Yes, today is Monday and we continue reading The Snow Queen. Yeah, that's the only truth I know. So I hope that you remember the plot. You remember that boy Kai was kidnapped by the Snow Queen and his best friend Gerda is looking for him. So today we're going to read the 5th and the 6th chapters. Actually, they are my beloved ones. So let's start reading. Chapter 5. A Helpful Princess. Gerda had run for hours to get away from the cottage. As you remember, a woman wanted to have a friend for the rest of your life, and she bewitched Gerda. With no idea where she was going, at last, stumbling through a gloomy forest, she had to rest. A curious cow hopped up to her, his head to one side. "Cow!" he croaked. "What are you doing all alone in the world?" "I'm looking for my friend, Kai. Have you seen him?" The crow listened to Gerda's story. "Caw! Caw!" he said. "I think I might know where he is." Gerda couldn't believe her luck. "Tell me," she begged excitedly. "Well, now," croaked the crow, "there's a princess in this kingdom, and she was looking for a prince. In no time at all, men were lining up to meet her, but no one was good enough. Then a young boy appeared from nowhere. His clothes were torn and his boots creaked, but he went inside the palace and, would you believe it, the princess liked him so much, she married him." "That must be Kay!" Gerda cried. "He's handsome and clever, and his boots do squeak. Oh, please take me to him." "Caw! That's not so easily done," said the crow. But Gerda pleaded and pleaded with him. "I'll speak to my wife. She works in the palace." Okay, Gerda met a helpful crow. Okay, that's good. The crow flew off, and Gerda waited nervously. Long after sunset, he returned with good news. Trembling with hope, Gerda followed the crow to the palace. Inside, its crown rooms were draped in the purple night. As they crept through the ballroom, shadowy figures swept by. "Who are they?" Gerda asked in a whisper. "Dreams," replied the crow's wife. "They take the royal thoughts for midnight rides." In the most splendid room of all, 2 giant flowers hung from a palm tree. The first flower had pure white petals, and curled up in the middle lay the princess, fast asleep. The flower beside her was red. Gerda stepped forward and looked in. "Kay, it's me, Gerda." And the prince woke up. "Oh, who is it?" he mumbled. Gerda stared at him and burst into tears. It wasn't Kay at all. Gerda's noisy gulps and sobs woke the princess. "Who are you?" she cried. Then, as Gerda didn't look dangerous, she gave her a handkey and let her sit down to explain. That night, Gerda slept in the palace. In the morning, the princess gave Gerda her second best dress and begged her to stay. But all Gerda wanted was to search for Kay. "I'll walk around the world if I have to," she said. The princess smiled and called for her carriage. Gerda gasped. It glistened with golden sugar, and inside the walls were lined with sticky buns and fat cream cakes. "I can't understand. This carriage was like eatable? There was like the witch's house from Hansel and Gretel? That was something like that? They were made by the same master? I don't know." For a second, she simply stared. "Is this really for me?" she asked, pointing to the golden carriage. "Well, you can hardly work around the whole world," said the princess, helping her climb in. "Don't worry, I have 3 more just like it." The carriage set off and Gerda waved through the window. "Goodbye! Good luck!" cried the princess. Actually, I wanted to wave my hand too. Yes. Chapter 6. Little Robber Girl. The carriage rolled on into a dark forest, but it shone so brightly that it dazzled a band of robbers who were hiding among the trees. "Gold!" they shrieked and rushed to attack. Said an old robber woman, grabbing Gerda. "She looks tastier than the carriage. Let's eat her!" But as she raised her knife, something sprang up and beat her ear. "Ow! You mustn't eat her! I want her!" It was the daughter of the chief robber, and she always got her own way. "I want her for my friend," said the robber girl, pointing to Gerda. "I'm to play with your carriage." Said the old woman grumpily. The little robber girl pushed Gerda into the carriage and squashed in beside her. "Are you a princess?" "No, I'm looking for my friend, Kay." As they rode deeper into the forest, Gerda told her story yet again. By nightfall, they arrived at the robber's grim, lonely castle. The little robber girl yawned. "You can sleep with me and my pets," she told Gerda. Gerda frowned. The robber girl had very strange pets. 100 pigeons roosted in the rafters, and 2 wood pigeons sat in a silver cage. "They're all mine," boasted the little robber girl. "But Ba is the best of all." And she pointed to a reindeer who was tied to the wall. "Say hello, Ba." "Bedtime," she announced suddenly, flopping down. Gerda stayed awake, watching the robbers polish their knives around the fire. Things were worse than ever. She was stuck here, a prisoner again. "I'll never find Kay," she sighed. Then the pigeons began talking. "Coo! Did you ever see such a frozen boy? He'll never thaw now the Snow Queen has him. Coo! His face was like ice." "Could the Snow Queen have Kay?" wondered Gerda. "Please, where does the Snow Queen live?" she asked the pigeons politely. "Somewhere north," they cooed. "Ask Bob if he knows." The reindeer looked up. "Yes," he said in a slow, deep voice. "I know her home. I'm from there too. She lives in the far, far north, past Lapland." The little robber girl, who was still awake, heard everything. "You don't want to find that rotten old Snow Queen," she said. "You'd be safer with us." But Gerda was desperate to find Kay. "Then I shall let you go," said the robber girl, as proudly as a queen herself. "Ba shall take you. You'll need food," she went on, finding Gerda bread and ham. With a hard shove, she helped Gerda onto the reindeer's silky smooth back. Ba bounded off happily, racing north to his home. The little robber girl stood alone in the moonlight, watching and waving until they were out of sight. This was the end of these 2 chapters, and I think that they're, especially the 6th chapter, is really amazing because it shows that even among the robbers there are some good people. So I hope that you like these chapters. I hope that you like the entire story. I can just add that we're going to read the final of the story on next Monday, and I have a special special surprise for you, but wait for this evening. So have a nice day and bye bye.